Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling, going about their day nice and lovely. Today, we're going to be attempting Magdalene. Some Magdalene, at least. It's been a minute since I've done this. Specifically this character. However, the good, upside or whatever, she's a tank, right? That's her whole deal. Every single time I do a Magdalene run, I think I always mention the whole, like, she's a tank thing. Which, the only reason I even ever say that is because of the one Isaac challenge called Tank. Regardless, irregardless, whatever you want to say of everything, we're going to be playing this character, and we're going to get at least something done. Because, well, I need a break. You feel me?
Something's wrong.
Maybe you guys don't feel me, maybe you guys are like, Tony, what the hell are you talking about? But more so in the sense of I have been subjecting myself to a few hard runs. Last episode, I believe, was just straight up like 6 losses back to back. Something kind of wicked, something kind of crazy. And so I decided I need a break. You know, I need to get a win. At least one to feel good about myself. So we're gonna do Magdalene. And then, you know, probably some more stuff in the later by whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. You know how it is. You guys know what I'm talking about, right, fellas? Right, peeps? Maybe not. Maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I think you should quit your job. I should not do that. Oh! I'm gonna be honest with you, I might have to get rid of Stitches. The urge to pop the little Stitches bomb is too strong. Although, if I'm gonna be honest, he's kind of going in on the damage. Wait a minute, is Stitches low-key goated, question mark? Perhaps, maybe, you know. TF2 meet the guy or whatever. Dude, speaking of TF2, I don't know. I don't even know why I said speaking of TF2. I didn't really have like a TF2 related segue, but other than like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm surprised people still play the game, bro. I feel like I've mentioned this before, how I am kind of low-key a bit surprised that people still play Team Fortress 2, you know? I guess I just wouldn't know what a diehard community is like that, you feel me? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Them TF2 peeps, they are a ruthless individual, bro. They are ride or die for that game till the I don't even know, bro, till the room stinks. Unironically though, alright, the people that love TF2, I don't even know if you'd call it love at that point, you know. Sometimes it low-key seems like hate out of them. But they just stick with that game through thick and ultimately through thin, you know? As what it seems like in terms of content and others, you know, whatnots. I guess it kind of goes to show that it doesn't take a whole bunch of new content to keep a game going, you know, because TF2, I don't even know when the last time it had like an update was, you feel me? Like an actual update that added something, and you can be like, oh, Tony, you got an update last week, they fixed, no, you know, no, come on, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about when I say it got an update. I mean an update of like substance with content and stuff like that, you know. I don't even know when the last time that game had that, you feel me? Yet the people stick by it so on such a die-hard level. I can't help but be like, damn, I salute y'all, you know what I mean? You guys are low-key goated. It's a respect. I'm gonna be real. It's a commitment that I respect. Because I myself, I don't know if I could, you know what? Destiny 2 player here. Maybe I stand in solidarity with them more than I think. Come on, you can't do that, bro. You can't be making me jump in and out of this just to grab this dumb penny. Thank you. Oh, BFF do Stitches coded. Does that actually do anything for Stitches? That's a horse pill.
Full health.
I think that gave me Spirit Hearts. That's really good, right? Why am I saying right? As if I'm like baffled by it. Okay, there we go. But like I was saying, maybe I have more in common with Team Fortress 2 players than I low-key maybe give myself credit for, being a Destiny, enjoyer. I wouldn't say enjoyer. Right now, I'm waiting, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right now, I'm just waiting. I think it's gonna get a big update tomorrow, or the day this comes out. It's gonna get a big update called like Ash and Iron or something. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Don't know much about what's going on. I have not been invested since, I want to say, I don't even know if I could say last season, because I kind of barely played last season. You feel me? The entire Edge of Fate I just didn't play. I played a little bit because my brother wanted to play it with me, but I'm gonna be honest, I love my brother, that's my goat right there, but I just could not bring myself to complete the entire campaign. And so, because he as a whole is also like a huge grinder like that, he's a fan of going towards the grind. He had on his own beaten, what's the word I'm thinking of, the campaign, outside of me, playing with him. And I'm like, hey brother, respect, you did it, you beat the campaign, sick nasty. Tears down? That's not good. And a fucking range up, who cares? I hate this character. No, I don't think I hate this character. I think I'm just a little upset at the tears down there. I just wasn't expecting to hear bad news, right now. You feel me? Okay, what's good, man? We're not getting anywhere good. You feel me? We're not getting anything of substance right now. We're getting a whole bunch of mid items. But all I know is that Destiny 2 is supposed to get a huge maybe a huge update. I don't really fucking know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care. The day this comes out. So I don't know. Any Destiny fans out there, hopefully they enjoy it. I will be waiting for, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. A while back they announced that the DLC, the Renegade DLC, was going to be like Star Wars, like a Star Wars collab, which I'm gonna be real with you, in my mind that's pretty cool, cool Star Wars collab, but I don't really, oh my goodness, cool, I fixed my speed but I ruined my tears even more, man. This bitch can't handle it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm happy, and if anyone else, I'm happy for the people that are happy with it being a Destiny, like, Star Wars collab, DLC sort of deal. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool, that's a cool thing. Me personally, I'm gonna be real, I do not really give a fuck, bro. And I most likely do not even care enough to try. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I most likely don't even care enough to try the DLC, just because I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about Star Wars like that, bro. Okay. I have seen the prequels, I have seen the sequels, I've played some Battlefront, I watched Solo with my brother, we watched Rogue One. Rogue One was really cool, Solo was alright. I haven't seen Mandalorian, none of that, I'm not a Star Wars guy like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, I am not a Star Wars guy like that. I do not interact with the media of Star Wars like that. I am not just to be completely honest and real with this term, I am just not a Star Wars fan, bro. And so the fact that DLC's the fact that the DLC, the Renegade thing, at least from what they showed off, the main draw is, hey guys, it's gonna be Star Wars. It's kind of got me like, I don't care. Crazy, I know, insane, insanity that, you know, such a controversial opinion. Oh my God, Tony, you're so brave for saying this, for speaking out about this. I know it's kind of like a, okay, who cares, Tony, you know? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't expect anyone to care. I don't expect Bungie to be like, oh no, this guy isn't fucking with the DLC because it's Star Wars related. We gotta re-renovate, you know, we gotta renovate the entire DLC, man. We gotta change everything. No. I'm happy for people that buy it, and I hope, if it is a good DLC, I hope people will buy it, but I have no interest. At least as of right now, I have no interest. Maybe with some news being like, hey, the content's really good, this is awesome, this is really great. Outside of just being like, oh my God, Star Wars, you know, Star Wars Bat Chest. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Bat Chest. That's a hateful emote that we do not recognize in this household. Bat Chest is a hateful emote we do not recognize in this house. But outside of hitting the Bat Chest, you know, like Star Wars Bat Chest, I want it to actually be like, hey, this isn't like a Star Wars, I know this is like a Star Wars DLC or whatever, but like there's a lot of things that are really cool, and I feel like this is just like, this thing is great for a general fan of Destiny, you know? That's what I care about. That's what I want, bro. As a general fan of Destiny, I just want the DLC to be good so I can play it and be like, this is a fun time. You know what I mean? But as of right now, at least with Destiny, it's just not sitting in that this is a fun time era. It low-key, honestly, kind of just seems like what Destiny is right now is solo ops. If you are unfamiliar with that, essentially it's Bungie's response to having a sort of thing for solo players to do content and still get, you know, good rewards. But the issue stems from, hey, this solo ops thing, people have found out, is just like a way better method of getting higher level loot than if you had just played the game with your friends or whatever. So now it has gone from Destiny and MMORPG, where you guys play together and do raids and like do nightfalls or rerun some of this high-end content. Instead, because solo ops makes it so the loot is so much better and it's so much more efficient to do, and the whole draw is sort of just getting a higher power level, is never play this game with your friends. Like, yeah, you guys can VC together, you know, while each of you guys like parallel play, you know what I mean? Like, we're all on Destiny, but, you know, I'm doing the solo ops, my friend's doing a solo ops, our third is doing a solo ops, and that's just like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That don't seem like the fun aspect of an MMORPG to me. That sounds like shit. Just straight up, for lack of a better term, brother. It just straight up sounds like a not fun time. That shit sounds A, boring as hell, and B, kinda just like, I don't want to play that, bro. I'm gonna be honest, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. So unfortunately, due to some circumstances out of my control, Destiny is in a bad spot, I would say. All right, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Destiny is in a good spot right now, and I don't want to play a game that I'm definitely not gonna have fun with. Now, will I have fun with other games? I'm gonna be real with y'all. New game came out. I know I was yapping about Borderlands 4 this past like week or whatever. However, that's not the game I'm speaking on right now. There's actually this game that had come out by the name of Metal Eden I decided to give it a try. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, it's a pretty cool game. Oh, blood bag, baby! I was hoping for blood bag. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh! Why'd I? Oh, that was horrible. I just realized, why did I bomb that? I could have just TP'd. Like that. A tears up and a shot speed down. Alright, not too shabby, my friend. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've played this new game called Metal Eden. It is pretty cool. It's like a weird sort of mix of games. It kind of feels like that Void Breaker game I was playing, but if it was like a campaign, you know what I mean? If the game had a story and a campaign and it wasn't a roguelike, it had like a real full story and the pro tag was I mean this with the utmost respect for the game because I've been having a good time, but you know, the main character was like a knockoff Samus. You feel me? Tony's just saying that because it's a woman in a, what's it called? Tony's only saying that because it's a woman in like a suit of armor, like fighting dudes, and it's like, not dudes, but you know what I mean, fighting creatures and demons or whatever they are in Metal Eden. And I'm gonna be real with you, yes, that's exactly why I called it knockoff Samus. Just because lady in armor. And I'm not even joking, I'm not even playing. You could be like, Tony, that's shallow. You know, my apologies, it was just the easiest way to describe it. So, and it's pretty cool so far. I'm gonna be real with you. I found myself enjoying it. I would give it so far, after doing 2 chapters, I'd give it like a solid 8 out of 10. The gameplay's fun. I like the whole level up mechanic thing. I think that's really cool. Only, it's not even really a complaint I got, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing I kind of gotta say, sort of, is just like, I wish the game felt a bit more fluid. Sometimes it feels a little clunky with some of its aspects, but it's, I know this is not like a fix from the game. It's sort of like you just kind of get used to it, you know what I mean? I wish I didn't have to get used to it. I wish the game just naturally felt very fluid and great and awesome, but truth be told, it does have some issues where sometimes it kind of feels a little weird to play. But as a whole, oh my god, dude, I'm like cracking, I'm like voice cracking right now. But as a whole, it is a cool game and I enjoy it. I'm gonna be real. I think it's very fun. I think it's very cool. I can see myself playing it over and over if I find the story compelling enough, you feel me? Kind of like a Resident Evil 4. Speaking of, I should probably play that game again. Not the remake. Nothing, no offense to the remake. I'm gonna be real, alright? I don't know why, I just feel the need to like specify. No offense to the remake at all. It is a phenomenal video game. As someone who has played it all the way through, it is a great game. I love the remake. I love the, what's it called? The original. Same thing goes for the other Capcom remakes. I love Resident Evil 2 remake. I love Resident Evil 2 original. But I'm gonna be honest with you, with both RE4 and RE2, both remakes to me have kind of felt like they were just missing a little something. I can name exactly what it is for RE2, and that is the entire concept of like, what's the word I'm thinking of? The entire concept of the B route simply just doesn't exist, in my opinion, in any meaningful way. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. The B route in the original Resident Evil 2, like first you play through First you play through Leon's side, then you play through Claire's side, and you get their B scenarios. The other characters like scenarios. So if you were to naturally play disc 1 and you did Leon first, you would get the Claire B plot, or you know, B storyline, which shows off what was Claire doing while Leon was going through all the things with Ada and whatnot. And then in the remake, or no, and then vice versa. If you played Claire A first, then you would get to see how did Leon get through the mansion during Claire A's scenario, you know? In my opinion, I thought it was really freaking cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I loved the A-B scenario and how each of them felt super unique in its own right. They kind of removed that entirely in 2 Remake, and they more so like homogenize their stories a bit, you know what I mean? Instead of having an A route and a B route, it's more so there's Leon's side and then there's Claire's side with some slight differences. But for the most part, both sides kind of play the same. And it sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It sucks. I like the fact that you never got to see Mr. X in the A scenarios, you know? I thought it was so cool, so that when you played a B scenario for the first time, you were like, holy, who is this guy? Hello? You know, why is this dude chasing me? And instead, Capcom decided, hey, people love the Mr. X guy. He's such a cool villain, like character to be chasing you. What if we made him, I'm taking damage on purpose here, by the way. What if we made him the main, like, chasing antagonist for both routes? And then it's like, now the routes got no variety, bro. They lost their aura. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say they lost their aura. But they low-key did. I'm gonna be honest with you. But they low-key did, though. They low-key did lose some aura. And it's unfortunate. I'm not gonna sit idly by and lie and be like, nah, they didn't. No, they did. Alright, they did low-key lose some aura. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to say, as a huge fan of Resident Evil 2 and the remake. I think they're, like I said, they're both phenomenal games. However, if you told me, Tony, which game do you want to replay again? I'm gonna be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna replay the Leon route. You know, Leon RE2 original, bro. And then low-key, same with, and this one hurts to say. I'm gonna be honest with you, this one hurts me to admit. RE4 remake, fantastic remake. If that is your favorite Resident Evil game, I do not blame you. It is phenomenal. However, RE4, the OG, that shit is just too campy for me to not have it be my favorite. It's too peak, bro. It doesn't take itself seriously enough, and that's what I love about it. It's kind of dumb at times and very fun all the time. And that's what I love about RE4 original, bro. It's just peak, bro. It's very dumb and cool, and it's got a lot of moments where you're like, this low-key solely exists just to farm aura, but I don't care. This is wicked. You feel me? Picking up what I'm putting down, or do I, or am I sounding a little crazy perhaps? This guy could benefit from some Lake City quiet pills, dare I say. I don't know what that is. I've been watching some Nexpo videos. I haven't seen the entirety of that one yet. Although, from what I do know, the guy who was initially talking about like Lake City quiet pills, he frequented a certain subreddit that doesn't exist anymore for good reason. And it's kind of got me like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I like those, what's it called? Are you guys fans of those YouTube videos of like the going over old internet mysteries or just like kind of like creepy shit like that, I guess? Like, dare I say, like some creepypasta reading type shit or whatever? I don't remember the last time I'd ever listened to a creepypasta be read aloud to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. The last thing I can at least definitely for sure remember is engaging with creepypastas of some sort. I'm honestly trying to remember which one, but I just remember reading it and being like, yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, I like creepypastas. The stories are cool to me. Almost always they're like just sort of fan fiction and not necessarily in a bad way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's necessarily in a bad way fan fiction. It's just kind of how it is. Where it's like not really an original story. It's someone harking on something and then trying to elaborate it further. You know, the creepy cartoon trope or whatever, something like that. You feel me? Okay, I took the hit just so I could take that back. I need to get Immaculate Conception charged up, that's why. You know, as a whole, just sort of like creepypastas are cool, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes they can be a little cringe, I guess. But I do not recall the last time I even read a creepypasta. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But that content I find to be really interesting. I have a real interest in the sort of macabre kind of stuff. To a degree. I feel like I feel the need to clarify to a degree. Just because I don't want people out here thinking like, man, Tony's into like that freak shit. It's like, nope. Not what I said. Sometimes that sort of thing is just really interesting to hear about, you know? Like, yeah, yes, YouTube, I am interested in watching this video about this one dude's like own image hosting website while he's talking about all this insane shit, and you know, this politician could use a dose of some Lake City quiet pills or whatever, you know? And I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I low-key want to find out, you feel me? So that's why I watch. Just all that stuff. I find it real interesting. I find it, I don't want to necessarily say cool outright, but I am interested. You feel me? I'm always interested in that sort of stuff, man. If I remember, it'd be Nexpo, Nightmind, and then there was, I don't remember the last time I've seen him upload, nor the last time I've watched an upload of his, but I remember back when I first started college, this dude, Barely Sociable, I would watch some of his videos. Man, he has some crazy goated videos, bro. Always about that like internet mystery shit, you know? You guys ever seen those memes where it's like internet YouTubers or internet YouTubers, what the fuck am I talking about? Like lost media YouTubers talking about like this missing episode of SpongeBob, and it's the, you know, creepy photo, and then it's the opposite, and it's like true crime girlies talking about the death of like 82 people, and it's this sort of gossip, you know, Brighton sunshine thing. That is low-key me with what's bro's name? Shout out this guy, Blame It on Jorge. I love watching Blame It on Jorge's videos. He's got a lot of interesting videos. But that's I was recently watching one regarding like a Lost Backyardigans episode or whatever, the Lost Backyardigans pilot that was actual live action and not the like little CG characters. And I'm not gonna lie, the way he was low-key describing some of that, it kind of had that sort of aura to it, bro. That sort of, you know, Lost Media creators yapping about a secret episode of SpongeBob, and it's like it's the Backyardigans, bro. You feel me? You know what I mean? That's kind of how it had me. It's like it's the Backyardigans, man. It cannot be that crazy. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it like last possible second. It still worked. But oh god, that was bad damage. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's just kind of got me like what's the word I'm thinking of? I'm interested in that cool, ooh, you know, shit. I'm gonna be real. Okay, we're getting you 100%, which means we get boom, bada boom, easy money. And then we're gonna get you. How does this work? That's not bad. Your soul has become corrupted by sin. Backstabber's really good. I'm not doing brittle bones. If I had the other curse, I might be inclined. Or like any other curse, I might be inclined. The fact that I can't see my red hearts gets me worried. I'm already scared with the fact that I've taken 2 devil deals so far. You feel me? I think it was 3 devil deals. Like, I'm already scared of that, so I'm not comfortable enough to turn everything else into a fine paste or whatever. You feel me? And I think this is cool. That's all I'm trying to say. I think that stuff is really cool, and I'm interested in it. And I'm low-key always on the lookout for more of that sort of content. You know? Always branching out into new things. Not like I would ever. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think you gotta have like a certain, you gotta have like the certain chops for making those kinds of videos. You feel me? You need a certain voice. That's 100%. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all have no idea how many times I've ever spoken about a YouTube video with my friend or something, or it was like, oh, I wanted to watch this video that I thought was really interesting. And then he puts it on, and then the dude in the video, he's like, maybe he just don't got the voice or something, you know. He's yapping about something, and my friend just like, oh, I don't like his voice. You know, hey, I find it annoying, or just in general, I don't like his voice. And next thing you know, we are no longer watching this channel. And it's like, you know, it's kind of got me like, man, I'm worried. It got me self-conscious, low-key, because it's like you gotta have the right voice to be doing something like that. Granted, the kind of content I make, I don't think people really give a fuck about the voice, truth be told. At least I would hope not. Maybe if my voice was like 80 times more annoying than it already is, you know, maybe then it would be like, alright, bro, you know, we're done watching this shit, little bro. But considering, shout out, thank you all, by the way. Considering the support that I have received, I would hope I'm not breaching on that. You feel me? You know what I mean? Easy money. Dude, this is about to be the easiest fight of my life. Watch this. Ooh. Ooh, and then it still hits him on the back road. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. He's low-key getting it pushed in, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. A little, I'm sorry for the graphic, but I'm being so dead at, he's low-key getting his shit pushed in, bro. I can't see. My little guys are low-key getting in the way. Not too shabby. Do y'all remember the point in Isaac history when you were never guaranteed to get any of those, what's it called? You were never guaranteed to get any, like, not devil deal, what's the word I'm thinking of? Any delirium portal, and you kind of just had to wing it, low-key sometimes. Like, if you were like, oh, I want to do a delirium run, but I also need to go for, like, Mega Satan and the negative or whatever, you just kind of had to be like, shit, bro, I hope I pull it. Otherwise, you were kind of cooked. You were kind of done for. Because there was no guarantee you were going to get it from doing the other routes. It was a toss-up on whether if you beat Mega Satan, you would get a cutscene or you would get to keep playing. I remember those times, man. I don't want to say necessarily good times, you know, I'm not the kind of like, oh, old is better, but I definitely look upon those times with a smile on my face. You feel me? Oh yeah, but like I was saying, I don't know, bro. Something about those content creators I find to be very enjoyable and very cool. There used to be one, however, I think this content creator has sort of gotten stirred up with some controversy of sorts. Now, I'm not here to discuss this controversy, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck they did. And I haven't, I mean, they rarely ever uploaded, if I'm gonna be honest, to begin with. And it was a certain creator by the name of Mama Max. Now, I don't know exactly what the hell happened with them. All I know is that some shit was going down, and I used to watch them, but they never fucking uploads. So I'm kind of just sitting here with, you know, what's the word I'm thinking of? With my YouTube feed open, wondering what am I gonna watch today? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I can't watch my own Isaac videos because I'm caught up. I watch it every morning, and so I'm not like, oh, let me watch a Tony video later tonight. You know, let me watch one of my own videos later tonight. I literally cannot, because I've already seen it earlier in the day, bro. I need to be putting out more content, dog. Now, what would I put out? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no clue. Nothing comes to mind. I'm sort of just yapping right now. If I were to genuinely go, like look on it and be like, what kind of content would I put out more of? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'd have to be a full-time YouTuber in order to even do that. Or at least get more time in the day, or spend less time with my friends. Which, I don't know, seems like a big trade-off I'm maybe not willing to kind of co-sign, you feel me? I like playing games with my friends. I like hanging out with my friends. Stop. Oh, easy money. I'm literally just kind of spewing, hoping it hits. You feel me? Oh, you're done. Easy money. As soon as I saw him go back to Delirium, I knew it was over. Not too shabby, fellas. And we got Eucharist. You know, I was supposed to unlock this like forever ago. Anyways, want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on time reviewing this. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.